Alright guys, I kind of wanted to share with you what I've learned about the glycemic index and how it would affect your diet, positively or negatively. For those that don't know what the glycemic index is, which is probably why you're watching this, the glycemic index basically ranks carbohydrates from a 0 to 100 scale. And virtually, foods that have a high glycemic index, your 70 to your 100 range, those are going to spike insulin. Those are going to raise your blood sugar. Those are the carbohydrates that are absorbed quickly and raise the blood sugar quickly. Those are the foods that you don't want to go. And this is especially for a low fat, or if you're trying to lose fat. So if you're on a diet and you're trying to lose fat, you're trying to slim up, and you're trying to just make yourself healthier, you want to stay away from foods that are higher on the glycemic index. Foods that are lower on the glycemic index are going to be absorbed a lot slower. They're just going to gradually raise the blood sugar levels. So you're not going to have that spike. You're not going to, you're just not going to have those negative health effects. Also, those foods that spike the insulin and stuff like that, you're just going to be hungry later anyway because of the effect they have on your body. So if you've ever eaten something before, something that was really delicious at the time, and then you find yourself being hungry again, wanting something, that you shouldn't be eating, that's why. You'll notice a lot of vegetables won't even be on the glycemic index scale because they just don't have carbohydrates or don't have enough to justify, being on the scale. And I've heard a lot of people talking about, your brown rice and your whole grain pastas, your whole grain tortillas, those things. A lot of things that they're not necessarily extremely starchy, but they still have that kind of effect. A lot of bodybuilders or a lot of guys that are trying to get there do eat brown rice. They will eat whole grain pasta. But the less carbohydrates and the less starchy items you put in your body, the more likely you are to lose weight. For instance, I just went to the grocery store and I was just picking up a few things I needed, but I picked up some onions, some whole red onions, some portobello mushrooms, some spinach leaves, some cauliflower, broccoli, carrot, like a vegetable medley mix. And all I've got in the freezer is chicken, tilapia, and salmon. So I'm really trying to take in the minimal amount of carbs possible, just because I'm trying to burn that fat off. So again, foods that are low on the glycemic index, do it. If they're not even on there, even better. But you kind of want to stay away from those foods that are high up on the chain. Keep that insulin down. So that's it for now. We'll see you guys next time.